Ha ha ha. I'm on mute, aren't I? Okay, I'll take care of that. Thank you for letting me know. How the heck are you? Great day out here in Southern Colorado. It's always fun to watch the lip sync action go on. No, I know it's terrible. I'll edit that out. But let me share with you the latest headlines. If you do a Google search or just go to Google News, one of the headlines that came up, get a phone call. One of the headlines that came up was, is the U.S. headed for a recession? You can read about that NPR, Forbes, MSNBC, CNBC, BBC News. And, oh, hey, thanks. Diamond was just calling me to let me know that I had no sound. So I appreciate that. I'm going to be meeting up with Diamond later today, and hopefully we're going to go do some more exploring with these petroglyphs, the electric universe, this incredible phenomena that is really taking hold, and hope to see you at LeakCon in May 2019. But let me share with you this excerpt from bbc.com/news. Is the U.S. heading for a recession? Today's headlines: investors are increasingly concerned that there is an American recession forming. Government bond markets may be one of the most accurate form of financial prediction modules because a central bank study in the U.S. found that the bond markets had successfully foreshadowed all 5 U.S. recessions since 1955. Bonds, also known as treasuries in the United States, are issued as a form of borrowing by governments to fund spending, offering different rates of maturity and investor rates of returns. Analysts monitor yields of bonds across the range of maturities, right up to the 30 years, to put together the yield curve. The rates are fixed proportions of the ultimate value of the bonds. When demands are high, the prices increase, and the bond's rate of return is relative to the market price, or its yield rate falls. Conversely, a lower price means a rising yield. Usually when the outlook is for activity to expand at a healthy clip, the yield curve slopes upwards, implying interest rates are on an upward trend. But if the yield curve inverts, typically meaning the yield is on a 10-year bond, it's below that of a 2-year bond, it serves as an economic health warning. Warning, danger, danger, Will Robinson. So click the link, read the full article, BBC News. Also, the pound sinks after no confidence report comes out. That's interesting. The rupee takes a dump today. India's rupee hit by central chief's shock resignation. I'm going to leave the links in the video description box for all of these. I'm going to share these with you. I do want to let you know real quick, this podcast is brought to you in part by Noble Gold Investments. If you have money in an IRA, a 401, and you're nervous about the markets and you want to put it into something like gold and silver, but you don't know how, it's easier than you think. Click the links, Noble Gold Investments. They're even giving out free books for Leak Project listeners, how inflation is used against you. It's insane when you look at how much your money gets in the bank. It's insane when you look at how much money people lost in 2007, 2008, because they got freaked out with the markets in their IRA. So anyway, check it out. Now let's go to this right now. Let me share with you directly. Here we go. I need to share this. Where the heck is it? Right here. Boom. Take a look at it. What you're looking at here are the headlines. Is the U.S. heading towards another recession? MSNBC.com. CNBC, the balance. It's all over the headlines. But when you look at the article that I was just sharing with you from BBC News about the pound sinks after no confidence report, let's look at this real quick. The sterling fell against the dollar to a new 20-month low on Tuesday. The decline followed a Sky News report. Colleagues of Theresa May believe they had sufficient numbers to trigger a no confidence vote in her leadership. Now, the Sky's deputy political editor, Beth Rigby, sent out a tweet. Conservative MPs were pretty confident, kind of, a little bit, somewhat. They had the 48 letters needed, but other media reported that the total had not yet been reached. So the pound fell more than half of 1% on that day after earlier trading. So BBC.com News, business, read that as well. And then India rupee hit by central chief shock resignation. India's currency slumped one day after the abrupt resignation of the country's central bank governor. The India rupee fell 1.2% against the US dollar, and stocks were also lower as investors reacted to his departure on Monday. Urjit Patel resigned from his post midway through his 3-year term, citing personal reasons. And then Priyanka Kishore, head of India and Southeast Asia economics of Oxford Economics, said Mr. Patel's resignation was a negative development for the market. BBC News. Now, let's take a look at the Dow today. The Dow, actually, let's take a look at the Dow. Here's the headlines for that. You can see right there. Click that link. Make sure you go ahead and click that because they love you so much. Here is the Dow. Here's the Dow. Let's do a quick update, shall we? Let's see what the Dow's doing right now. Well, hey, it's up. That's good news. It's up over 200 points as of right now. We'll see where it goes. Get a little bit of a rebound here. Let's take a look at the NASDAQ chart. Got a rebound with the NASDAQ chart currently up about 86 points. Google search. Now, what about let's take a look here, Market Watch. The New York Stock Exchange. Let's see what it's up right now. I'm going to do a quick refresh. It's up about 127 points. How's Bitcoin looking? Well, last I checked, Bitcoin was up today, but you know, Bitcoin being as volatile as it is, yeah, hey, it's looking good right now. It's definitely on an upward trend today. Very volatile, very volatile. I am not a financial advisor. I'm just looking at the headlines. I'm a conspiracy scientist. Now, you look at the overall month chart, it's definitely down for the month. How's it looking for today with Litecoin? It's looking pretty good for the day. Now, what about the Deutsche Bank? Or I mean the Deutsche Bank. How's it doing? Well, let's take a look here. They want to merge. They want to merge with another bank. And what is that going to do? Germany is intensifying plans to fix the Deutsche Bank with merger. The Deutsche Bank stock surges after government looks at Commerzbank merger. So you can see that right there. And then I went and looked at the chart today to see what it was doing. And as you can see, today, let's look at the past 5 days. Oh my goodness, the past month, the past 6 months, the past year to date. Wow. Wow. Holy cow. What was its peak? Geez, we just look at it. How long is this going to last? Gold. Let's take a look at gold prices real quick. Well, this is you can go to kitco.com, look at the charts live. This is the spot price on gold currently. It's up today. Gold is up today. Let's take a look at silver. See where silver's at. Silver is up today as well. That's good. I like to see that. And speaking of gold and silver, do you like the new gold edition EMF shielding cap? Yeah, these are limited to 23 of these. And I think this is the only one that's been made thus far. So what's going on in your neck of the woods? They started spraying a little bit today out here. Not as bad as yesterday. Skies are still pretty blue. Go ahead and look at the comments here, see if we have any comments in the chat here. Wow. Oh, yeah. Somebody said, why have I been moderated simply for suggesting a giveaway? I don't know, Jamie, who moderated you? Don't moderate somebody for suggesting a giveaway. I actually gave away one of these caps yesterday, not the gold edition. I gave away the MK2. These things are awesome. Check this out. This is the MK2. Gave away one of these yesterday to a Leak Project listener. This is the MK2 with liner. These are limited to a total of 88. I've got less than 10 of these left, and I've got a few of them that I'm going to give to a couple of friends and family. And then check this one out. This is like a totally new, it's called the Tinfoil Cap Co. Tinfoilcap.co. Tinfoilcap.co. Check that out. Pretty cool, right? Now, let me ask you this. On the icon here, this was designed by Julian, the architect. He put this together, this badge. I want to know your thoughts on this. Do you think that's a cool badge? A badge of honor, conspiracy scientist? Nice. Yeah, so I will give away another cap. I will give away another cap before Christmas. Not in this podcast. Great guests coming up. Let me share with you the guest lineup for those of you that are listening to this podcast. You've got to hear this. I've got some awesome guests on the horizon. Cliff's going to be on the show on the 16th. Cliff High is going to be on the show on the 16th. I've got April Chirpaw that's going to be on the show on the 15th. We're going to be speaking with Colin Plume. He's an expert in precious metals and money markets. His name is Colin Plume. He's one of the founders of Noble Gold. He's incredible. We're going to have a great show with Ronnie from Get the Tea on the 14th. And then the 23rd, Paul Cottrell. Paul Cottrell is literally a genius. Paul is so intelligent that he designs AI systems that do these incredible algorithm software projects. And he even was able to put an EEG. He was able to record his AI that he developed with EEG brainwaves. How awesome is that? So that's going to be a great show. That's going to be on the 23rd. Whole bunch on the horizon. Now, if there's any guests that you want to see on the program, send me an email. I'll do my best to get them on the show if it's going to be a good fit. And thank you, everybody, for being here with me. I will be back on the program later today, probably in just a couple hours, and then tonight as well. Be the change you want to see. And check out that website, tinfoilcap.co. If you want to get something fun for Christmas too, I was thinking, check this out. Check these things out. These are on the website too. These are like heavy-duty signs. Tinfoil caps must be worn. Where would you put this sheeple assembly point sign? Where would you put that? Warning, 5G radiation. That's what I'm talking about.